All right, studio mics are up. And a good morning to you, Lagos. You're tuning in and listening to Smooth Breakfast on Smooth 98.1. It's entertainment inside the Grapevine with Valentine.
And Folu?
Yes, and today being a Tuesday of truth and all things new and fantastic, we also have a fantastic new analyst in the studio with us. You did hear her last week and her song. We've got Myst in the studio. How you doing, honey?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
I'm excellent. Great to have you. Look at you, for me shy. Why?
I'm just giving her side eye. Yes.
I've never been shy. Why shall I shy?
See, look at it. We absolutely love it. And of course, Lagos, we've got you as well out there. So make sure you join in our conversation as we go into this morning's stories and, of course, brand new music. The best way to chat with us in the studio this morning is to use the hashtag Grapevine981 while you're up on Twitter. Just use that hashtag for your comments on the new music and, of course, the entertainment stories. We'll read them out on the airwaves. And usages to our WhatsApp number.
Our WhatsApp number is 0809 444 0981. That's 0809 444 0981. Also remember to send me your messages on Twitter at Smooth91FM. Use that hashtag Grapevine981.
Absolutely. So without further ado, we're going to jump into brand new music for this morning. First off, we got T.Y. Bello. Now we know T.Y. Bello is a multi-talented individual. She takes pictures, she brings music to the table, and she's got a new video out. This one is called Cold. I'll link for the video for you as well so you can watch it. But we're first of all going to play a bit of the song for you to listen and let us know what your thoughts are. This one is T.Y. Bello and it's called Cold.
Feelings.
Studio. Well, Lagos, there you go, T.Y. Bello. I mean, listen, we have to just ginger small because he's so emotional. But let's talk about it though. This video that she's put out. Myst, you saw the video. What did you think about it?
In my feels currently.
Yeah.
All the way inside my feels. She has a way of reaching in picture to week. I think last year or so, they're very, very emotional pictures. They'll make you think. I think we all need to pay a bit more attention to what she's trying to say in the song.
And I think this is a real fantastic way to, add her support for the cause, really to remind Nigerians, every single one of us, it's a usual practice. We all know this. We're social media activists most of the time. We go on social media, on Twitter precisely. We rant and talk about the things we do not like going on in Nigeria. But in truth, right, the fact that we do not feel it physically where we are makes us a bit detached from the emotions and the pain that those people, this reality that's facing us as Nigerians after the all the vibe drops. We should continue to talk about it until we see results. It's a powerful message.
Very important stuff there. Are you cold? Are you noticing that you're cold? Are you aware that you're not paying attention to the reality of what's going on around you? Really powerful stuff there from T.Y. Bello. And we have tweeted that link as I said we would do earlier. So please do check it out. But we are going to switch tempo because we can't just stay in the cold space, okay? We have to come out into the warmth because it's hot in Lagos, and this is how we're going to roll out.
Yeah.
Coming up next, so I have brother Phyno, you have traveled abroad and showed video. So nice with our other brother that's living there in Mass Height. We're talking about Wale. American, Nigerian, America, depending on where it's suiting him, that's where he is that time. But this one is called NWA, and we know that whenever we hear that title NWA, we straight away have to think of Dre. So big comparisons already. We'll figure out how this weighs up, whether it sort of matches. So here is Phyno featuring Wale with NWA.
That's actually smart. Because I'm thinking about like from Burna Boy, how it got him sales.
All right,
because
right,
it was
right.
close related to Kanye West, and then say NWA. Yeah, interesting. Isn't one? It's actually that's exactly what it is.
I don't know if you edited it. I just hope you did. Let's go in.
Yeah.
Studio.
Drop it.
Hey, Phyno's still on that, still writing his answer. Don't sleep on the bicycle.
Nope.
Do you know about this boy? Oh my gosh. If you're just tuning in, you are listening to the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1. We're premiering brand new music on the Grapevine, and just before this song, we had T.Y. Bello, but right now you're listening to Phyno with NWA featuring Wale. I think it takes a little bit of a different vibe to what Phyno usually puts out in terms of the energy. It's more mid-tempo. It's very interesting. About what's our Myst?
I honestly just think Wale comes through on everything is a bond.
Or do you think he's right for the popularity now?
You know, that's
Another
actually
angle.
very possible. But you know what I actually think? That will also be smart. Because as opposed to being his previous standoffish self, he's, applying himself more to people from his, his lungu, and he's making it work for himself.
I like that word.
Anyhow that he wants to play this, as long as, we are all sympathetically enjoying this relationship, it's fine.
As long as Phyno's payments and royalties and experience.
No, nobody's smiling. There's no friends.
No.
My friend, you sign. This is split sheet. Please sign it.
This is how much you're entitled to. You're entitled tomorrow.
No time to waste
song.
time.
I like it. I like how the hip hop vibe it has with it. I'm not very interested in Wale's line or rap as to Phyno's hook on it, and the chorus really. Phyno delivered very well on the song, and he teased us a lot on Instagram before the song came out.
He gave us a real West Coast vibe, I thought, with this one, which is very interesting considering that he's not really a West Coast person, but I do know that Phyno's background and history sort of as a producer as well, he's always been in love with the culture for real. It's not pretend, it's not make-believe, not be today, as they say, not be today. So Phyno has been in that, and it's nice to see him being able to translate it in a more relaxed, mid-tempo, old school, West Coast, I can see Uncle Snoop. Good. I can see Uncle Snoop bouncing to this music. Wait for his Instagram video. It's coming.
That's my nephew, Phyno. It's my nephew.
Loading, absolutely love it. We've got messages coming through as well. Do keep sending them into our WhatsApp number. It is 0809 444 0981. Let's see. We've got this in from Oye who says Folu and Valentine. Yeah. New single from my mama in the Lord, Auntie T.Y. Bello. God bless her. Her songs are quite touching indeed. The picture that really fascinated me from her trip is the dislodged bullet in the soldier's neck. Auntie T.Y. Bello. God bless you more. Please, who is at this talk today? These are new voice. Her name is Myst.
Hi.
Look at sultry. You are not going to tension me here.
At all.
You will not. The combination of gospel and what is actually going on in the country. I love her song.
Great.
Yes, social commentary at its finest. And in from Gloria says, Phyno can do no wrong. Love him. No time for long story. Speaking of long story, this story has been back and forth and has been twisted up, down, left, right, center. L.A.X has come out to clear the air on alleged relationship rumors with Victoria Kimani. Remember how L.A.X was alleged to have said he was in a relationship with Victoria Kimani. Kimani came out and was like, but no, real quick. L.A.X has come out now, you see, this is why the condition for me dating someone, you have to be understanding that they took it out of context. This is what he said. He said woman crush every day, but now he has to change that woman crush every day.
Alas.
He has to change it.
I take back my crush.
Excuse me, Ole, don't be Clementina all over the place. Clement, please.
I'm thinking, I don't know which one is funnier. Like, which is more funny between, what's her name? Victoria Kimani saying that, shut down. That was a total shutdown for me. God. And then, as a guy, once a lady disclaims you on social media, just go and hide. Seriously, do not say a word. And he's not, L.A.X, much respect, but he sounds like a kid who says, no, I'm not your friend again. It's okay, I'm taking back my crush. He campaign.
Basically like that, a whole man.
Well, it's nice one though.
He sounds a little hot. Well, I guess not anymore because he came back his crush. Maybe the friendship came with crush attached.
Yeah. What was that song again? I gave you my love, I'm taking back my crush. It was actually long.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, Lagos, we gotta take a break. When we come back, we'll continue the entertainment stories inside the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1. Do keep listening and do keep sending in your messages to our WhatsApp number. It is
0809 444 981.
Or tweet at us. Just use that hashtag Grapevine981.
What's up? This is Gary. Stay tuned.
Jim Iyke, have you got my money? Show me my money.
What is that?
I can't believe
Further education.
I don't blame him one tiny bit.
No, shall I just say what you got?
No, Victoria. It's not. You can't give somebody a lie in such a vicious manner.
What did you even say?
Well,
It's a corruption.
He did say, oh, my lady, blah, 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 is Kimani. I'm not going to talk about it. That's all I will say. When you say something like that,
You're wrong
it
with
doesn't mean
man.
woman crush,
Like saying that something we
whatever.
don't know.
What he was doing was, you know, that
He was
whole
trying his
kind of, I tried to put it out there. We
Yeah.
didn't expect her to come back with
And guess what?
She went to
his
comment
reply, he said,
section
"Oh,
to
she's in my next
say,
album."
nah.
yeah.
So it was a
That's
publicity
nice.
stunt from the
It
start.
was.
Just be careful. Yeah, using for publicity.
Yeah, you have to inform
She
them.
wasn't having
yes.
it.
Oh, day before the Lord.
Sleeping
It's
up on me, we
tough.
can't
Oh, he burn her cable or
She's
something.
actually in a committed
Thank
relationship
you.
that is coded.
Yeah.
She's like, don't play with my future love
Say,
life.
stop that. I don't like it. It's true, actually. That's how.
Children on
To be
board.
fair, that's how I would respond. Especially if I feel like I've been dropping all these funny names with my
hints.
name.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
So
I'm
my
not-
quick
I'll-
question
I'll
is, why
continue.
did you say all this on air?
I just thought about it
Just-
now,
just-
but yeah. But they can see it. Are you joking? Are we not
I want you
funny?
to eat.
Excuse us. In this. Folu, are you cold? Can you not see everybody wearing jackets?
Everyone's
Yeah.
cold.
Eh?
Then the
yeah,
person
did
says, I
you?
love the face cap. That's the person wearing face
Oh,
cap. That's not
Okay, you're
Folu.
talking
Myst.
to Myst. There you go, guy. Come on now. We always wear jackets in here. Yeah, lucky I'm not wearing leather.
You know, I'm wearing blankets.
So don't come and see yourself, please.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean the face cap.
Studio. Well, no, sorry, we still have like 30 seconds.
Miss, they like your face cap.
Okay.
Hot sing. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, are you the person that have been coming here to get work? Because the last person that was here to Sabi Boy, yes, it's him also that asked for Sabi Boy is this thing.
Oh boy.
I'm so sure it
Hey,
is.
Sabi boy, so.
Is there a guitarist?
Yes,
proposing music with
yes.
you?
The guy is
Plug
pro
it in,
Ask guy.
bro.
studio.
Not playing games here.
We are your love music, love life station. This is Smooth 98.1, and right now it's the Grapevine 981 in the studio with Valentine.
And Folu?
We have got Myst.
Mhm.
Yellow.
There you go, there you go. Miss, you have people that are hollering at you real quick. Now, Oye comes up to say, "Hi, Miss, please, I'm a guitarist. I won't mind working with you." But it then goes on to say that, and Phyno and Wale equals a hot sing. Perhaps you mean song. Who knows?
Singular.
Yes.
All
There
is
you go.
joining.
Oh, I don't know about the rest of you. Jim Iyke has come out talk on his absence from Nollywood. A lot of people were like, "Oh, why isn't Jim Iyke acting? What's really going on?" He says, "You can't afford me. Show me the money.
Oh,
Where my
boss.
money at? Where my money?"
Boss.
He says very simple. I've not been away. It's the producers who cannot afford me. So I know my worth.
Mhm.
But I've been busy creating opportunities and jobs for Nigerian youth so we can all live better lives.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
president.
What do you guys say about these?
I'm that boss. I throw it. Salute. Early Tuesday morning.
I know there are a lot of people that would have come for him as soon as he made the
Yep.
statement. They'll just be like, "What do you mean? Why are you so proud? Why are you so arrogant? You're not that good self. Who cares about you?"
But not be today now.
Yeah.
Come
Thank
on,
you.
guys.
It's like a cliche to say Jim
Jim
Iyke
Iyke.
is arrogant. So.
This is our Nigerian
I'm
Nollywood parole.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff. And he also comments on the crop of new Nollywood actors. Let me just slide into that space and just turn to receive what he's
And
saying.
aspiring.
Yeah. What do you mean aspiring? I have a movie.
I have
Didn't
to
you
put
hear?
myself in the category.
Okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
like,
Well,
don't play
yeah.
with me. I'm not aspiring. My,
No, no,
my
no.
film is
I
out
thought-
20th of July.
You
Oh
are
my
established already. If
Oh
I let me
my
say in my
God.
Wakanda voice, you are an established actor. For us, we're aspiring.
Absolutely.
As in-
So he talks about new Nollywood. A lot of people have said that lacks creativity, lacks talent. He says, I don't think it's the case because when the likes of Ramsey Noah and Emeka Iyke and myself were acting, that's exactly what was said about us. But we learned on the job, we got better with time. The new crop of actors will do that as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Man.
I actually really like that.
Yeah.
That he's
Oh,
not,
that he
he's
added
not
that.
trying to slam people,
Mm.
which you might expect from someone saying that the industry can no longer afford him. But this was really nice. Well done.
He's getting older.
Yeah, it's very actually very mature.
Yes,
Yeah. I just say shout out to his style sense though. Like it's definitely always something to comment about, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see, before we go to talk about Auntie Chimamanda, which I know a lot of people also have opinions on because she's someone that we love to hate to love. To hate to love. Mercy from Ikoyi on WhatsApp says, I love the way that Myst analyzes a story. She analyzes them like a mother who's talking to her kids and it's so soft.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Are they hearing your spirit? What's going on?
Let's try this. Can you say my name on the mic?
Hi, Valentine.
I'm going to mock you from this show. Let me just make my voice like this. We have Ali from some more messages. He says, so guys, T.Y. Bello has not disappointed me yet with any of her songs. I love this song. And Myst's voice is so therapeutic. It reminds me of Jessica Bongo's too. True. Very true. And yes, beautiful talking and singing voice. And shout out to y'all. Welcome back from a quick moment away, which was tough for me. But let's see, we've got more still coming in. Emmanuel from Yaba says, T.Y. Bello reminds us that ranting is different from feeling. Chai, music day,
I'm telling you, so true. So true.
So spot on. So spot on. Speaking of someone who's usually spot on, that maybe people don't agree, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and this time she was featured in French magazine Le Point in their June issue, and she shared Lagos with the world through her own eyes, which is very nice. I mean, what do you guys think of Chimamanda? Because every time she comes up, there's always like a question mark, punctuation, and many commentary to follow.
First of all, power to the women of hope. I truly believe that she has a right to her opinion, and people find it very hard dealing with a woman that is that honestly opinionated. Understand that the confusion will be there, but still, she's a fantastic Nigerian export of whom we should be very, very proud. I don't know why we spend so much time knocking her. If you don't like what she's saying, keep it moving and hail her for the great things that she's actually doing and the good positivity that she's putting on our Nigerian brand. You know, we don't get a lot of those.
She's slowly but surely, no, I won't say slowly, she's gradually setting herself as a literal icon, a global literal icon. Because she's doing, her body of work is piling up. Even as we're commenting on the statements she makes or that's credited to her, her body of work is spanning through different countries. Now she's being featured in a French tabloid. People are looking at it like, oh, it's something to criticize her for, but she's doing work. She's putting Nigeria's name on the global scene.
Our mate is becoming global icon. That Twitter rants. Let us support. Be like Wale. Be wise.
Right.
That's all. I say, Chima, what's up? Hey, I love your stuff. Yeah. We've got tweets coming in as well. And Mecca Ebeniro says NWA is a jam and a half. The perfect song when you get the alert on some accolade vibe. Work hard and be recognized for it. If you know, you know. I feel like I need to just do Igbo Chief salute and chop knuckle. There you go. For you, Emeka, for you. More messages still coming through. Waje is upset. Why is Waje upset? Because somebody took her side mirror. What? Went in, came out, side mirror gone. And this has been happening more and more often. I know a number of people have complained about it. If you have vehicles around Lagos, do be a little bit careful. She actually see what happened to my car over the weekend. When you go to a restaurant or lounge and there's no space to park inside, drive off. I bet you it's the security men that were paid to watch the car that did this to me. They just quietly peeled off the side mirror. And I know someone who's come out and found his just one of his headlamps missing.
Wow.
Yeah, they took out one headlamp. I was like, what? Headlamp. I know somebody else that went in to visit a friend, came out, brain box of a car gone.
No.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for years though. Yeah. And I think it gets really bad when things are like economically really bad. I remember in uni, back then inside Unilag, came out of the room and somebody's car, not only steering wheel remained, like they literally emptied the whole car, his deck. I know what decks were towards back then. They took everything. So this is not really new. It's just really sad that we haven't gotten past this as a nation.
But I'm looking at this picture. How did these guys take off this glass so neatly?
They are professional.
My car will shock you if you try to touch the side mirror.
Are you warning people in advance?
Yes.
Is this
case you missed the warning. That was the warning.
No, she does. You get like that vehicle, flamethrower on, flamethrower. Yeah,
back away from the vehicle.
I'm telling you, step away from
I feel for her. It's a daily struggle.
Yeah.
Driving in Lagos is bad enough, but then having your side mirror stolen, you won't even see the keke coming from your blind spot.
Yeah, it's true. That's
bad.
tough times. Tough times. Speaking of tough times, so a Nigerian writer, Tomi Adesina, has accused IROKOtv of adapting her blog series Beautiful Stranger into a movie called Swings without her consent. All I hear is ching ching ching, somebody gonna pay. So this Nigerian writer has accused IROKOtv of copyright infringement, and according to her, and she recently earned an AMPCA nomination for writing Hakunde. Big shout out to our guy Kuledo, aka Frank Donga, who's up there as well for a nomination for that same film. Says that the streaming platform adapted her blog series Beautiful Stranger into a movie called Swings, and they did get her consent, and she called them out in a series of tweets. She states that the names of the major characters, the setting, the dialogue, the plot line of the 2018 movie Swings is all the exact same of what she published as a free ebook in 2015. People a comment basically saying rocks movie
and you're fight. It just means that you're owning the rights and responsibilities together with it. And then I'm thinking some Ghana brothers must have seen that she released the free ebook, and they said, oh, this is free. Chop everything together.
That's the thing. Just because something online says free doesn't mean it's free for you to sell and make money from.
Reproduce.
IP is a big issue. I directed a show, like a business entertainment show, and we had these lawyers come in, and the amount of information that people do not know about IP, intellectual property, it's ridiculous. Like, we take so much for granted. The reason I wanted you to go first is because I'm about to just say what I have to say.
Please do.
These people that are saying their name, one thing is one thing. First of your logo starts this movie.
Yes.
And you're saying this is not the platform. But if she has sent lawyers to you before, for her to be on Twitter now, it means you people are not saying what she really wants to
Absolutely.
So maybe you guys want to address it appropriately, because I take IP very seriously. I'm a writer. I don't play with these things. They need to stop doing this thing in Nigeria. It's really bad.
So she's even being nice.
She's being very nice. So.
And I think they do have some responsibility in this, because whether or not you like it, you are now part owner of this content. So,
you know.
Ching ching ching.
Don't be swearing.
Yeah, he's always looking dapper. I like it from Myst this morning. Please boost her to the high mid frequency small. We got you. Rainmaker says, TY is a goal. Listen, I'm on my way to download and listen to it all morning. And Myst and her voice, so soothing to my earbuds. Please don't trouble her dear Folu. And says, I think Auntie Chimamanda loves controversy. She should make money off it than enemies, because some of us are waiting for her to contradict herself. Eku feminism. Yeah, we salute you back. Let's take a break. When we come back, we still got more stories. Of course, more of your messages. It's the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1 with Valentine
and Folu
and Myst joining us as a guest analyst. Oopsie. A bit loud.
That's it.
Sweet.
Nice one. Some people are just like, claim, I'm like, claim it. They will increase your money every time you claim. So yeah, it's nice to know that your insurance can cover it.
When they give you the money, remember how long it took us to get our car back?
Yeah.
What provider did you use?
What's that one called?
Aaron.
No.
Okay.
Jesus is fine.
AXA.
They're on that Ikodu Road. What's the name? Something mutual assurance.
Oh right. Problem.
I had to go to the office. I physically got up. I just ignored the bank to go and just carry my sweater. I said, let's go. That was when they now finally had us. I was saying, we're having issues with the bank. We're having issues. They're not sending the right paperwork.
Sort it out.
Almost a year.
I've just been concerned about I don't have anything major to claim on, just small. They scratch my passport, but I'm like, is it worth claiming and then you increase your premium? I just leave it and drive the scratch car. I'm like, but if they bash me though, that's pretty handy, because I think it also comes with a courtesy car. In the interim, AXA.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're good actually.
Yeah, so I heard they can be quite good. But we'll see, Chef.
My brother-in-law that is even their current Oga
it can be handy. What are we doing for legal stocks? What do people have things to say about? What did you speak about yesterday?
Yesterday was on
Saraki.
Yeah, Saraki and Buhari congratulating on saying that Nigeria needs to take cue from him, sticking up through the trial, the CT trial.
Okay, the trial has finally ended.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. We are building. No, it's just spare parts money. That's all.
So this Chimamanda story. This is the same French people that asked her about
the question.
She's there.
I'll be like, she's rude. Guys, studio. And we are back in, still talking entertainment right here inside the Grapevine with Valentine.
And Folu.
And of course, we have our guest analyst, Myst, in the studio as well.
Let's say with her voice.
Okay, yeah, so we have Myst.
It's hard.
I'm going to practice. Singing girl, singing somebody. So we always, but it's tough. Mister, I'd like you to talk about this one because everyone knows her as an actress. That what is the pressure for people when they know you as one thing to start revealing yourself as a musician, and how challenging can it be sometimes to just go where the music is taking you?
Impressions. They determine so much in Nigeria. They make it. They can either be a roadblock or they can be a key to open the door. That's how Nigeria functions. So I think what's happening here in her case, she has a bit more to deal with because not only is she an actress, originally, but then she's married to Banky W, who is a singer. And the first introduction that Nigeria had to her singing was on stage with her husband. So it's like people are just thinking, it's because she married him. People are having all these random, unsolicited advice. I think this is actually good because I believe if you have 100 talents, you should exploit them. And this is coming from someone that has slept on Keke
bicycle. I will not even talk about your matter.
Do you understand? Okay. So I appreciate when I see people that are not afraid to take, a chance and to take the steps required to achieve whatever number of dreams that they have. So big ups to Adesua. No matter what the opposition is doing, she just needs to be consistent and she'll be fine. I believe that.
I take the quip from her response when she said less excuses, more moves. Powerful move, very bold really, because it's easy to be criticized, especially in the spotlights when married to somebody like Banky W. He's the level, there are levels to that music, And immediately I saw the post and she was saying, I just shouted in my room, sing it! Oh, nice. Adesua is a fantastic person. I'm sure she'll do very well.
Susie, my darling, just because I know sometimes they can judge us. So when you're ready for me to just come and do my small freestyle, I'm like, why are you laughing?
Nothing.
People need to respect.
I'm laughing with you, not at you.
No, definitely never at you, darling.
Myst, it's because you're being proud here. It's okay. I've been cautious. I've been warning you since. I'll be warning you since. Okay.
I love you.
More messages are coming through. This one is up from MI from Akoka.
MI says, laugh out loud. A stolen side mirror is way better than a stolen side chick. Okay, seriously speaking, it's a purely economic crime. Like you correctly deduced, the hunger in Lagos measures 7.2 on a Richter scale. The security personnel attached to these places are not giving joy either. They are complicit, incompetent, or both. Always asking for something light from customers. And that's so true.
Anything for the boy.
T.Y.'s song is great. That's coming from Tunde. Your new analyst is very deep in analysis.
Oh, she depth. Myst. Misty depth. Deep Myst.
Thank you.
Solomon from Akoka says on Waje's mirror. People have a lot to say about Waje's mirror. After mine was stolen twice, I learned to inscribe my registration number on it. And since then, I've been at peace. Wow, Solomon. You have to tell me where you're parking, Solomon, so that nobody will park there. Let's just do PSA so we can warn people. Ziggy from BI says, good morning, guys. Hashtag on the flag. Great message from TY Bello on Phyno. NWA is a tune. Phyno makes tunes always, and the video is dope. And Wale, as usual, stunting on a Nigerian track, but Phyno delivers great hooks, by the way. And on LA Law, Oga asked for the bit to be included in his interview, L.A.X, knowing it was false because he wanted the controversy. Sure, he has an album coming, that's why. All that drama, we're not really interested in. Just drop your music. We will not buy that dating Kimani gist. End. And then we've got Tonya from Agodo who says, Folu and Valentine. Val, I'm so sorry. Your name is just
destroyed. But it's a voluto.
Oh, I did even see that in my mind. I just always see my name correctly because there you go. Folu is what I saw. He says a great show, banter and analysis is on point. Love listening to you guys. Please keep Myst. Yeah, well, I'm going to beg her. And Jeff from Ikotu says, I watched her Adesua singing with Banky at that Worry Again concert, and I didn't really feel her performance like that. She could get better though. Yeah, if it's her first time on like a big stage in front of a massive crowd.
Exactly.
Coming up after Osbound, I've been doing for years.
Trust me, that performance is way better than some of the A-list artists that you see these days, because they're great in the studio but on stage.
Recording artists and performing artists.
The
same thing.
Thank you. That'll be really interesting though. But let's keep it moving. International news: Idris Elba is supposed to play a villain in Fast and Furious spin-off Hobbs and Shaw. Now Hobbs and Shaw is going to be starring Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham from the original series as Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw. Hollywood Reporter also reports that Vanessa Kirby, popularly known for her role as Princess Margaret in Netflix's The Crown, is also in final negotiations to join the team. I want to know what Tyrese is going to tweet. That's what I want to know.
You'll be alright. You'll be alright.
Are you sure? Because last time this was announced, he went into mental breakdown.
And started crying, and then go back with his wife, and then they bought a new house. Very emotional, yeah. But I'm interested to see what Vin Diesel will say about this, because when they started the conversation about this spin-off, Vin Diesel didn't like it. He did not like it. He felt it was a betrayal on Dwayne Johnson's part. But taking what's his name, Idris Elba to be a villain, it's a fantastic idea. I'm here for it.
I think he would make a great villain. Great villain. Message. Still, this is coming in. Chris Brown. They just don't want him to be free. He's been arrested by police after his concert in Florida. As soon as he got off stage in a concert on the 5th of July, they arrested him apparently for an outstanding warrant out of a nearby county. It's currently unclear exactly what the warrant was for, but over the last few months, he's been in the news after being called out by a certain woman who claimed that she was repeatedly raped at his home. You see, this is why he started telling people to write names of people you're coming in with. Drop your phone inside baskets before you enter. No, you can't. I'm no more parties. No more parties in Chris Brown's house. And now he's been arrested again. I mean, do you think he's ever going to be free of this prison system in the States?
No.
Why do you think that?
I just don't. I think because his personality is also very troublesome. He cuts trouble. I don't think he even means to, but then he does. And then also, at the end of the day, all these kids are still young. Like, they're still making all these little boy mistakes. No matter how old they think they are, they're still babies. And so, until he's like 40, I don't think he's going to get over this.
They don't want him to be free. No. But somebody who has freed himself in love and in Christ, Justin Bieber, that's who I ended this news on. He couldn't hold himself. Like, he was on Instagram yesterday. I had to save it. So I was going to bed when I saw the post. I was like, what, Justin? Congratulations, bro. Wrote this beautiful epistle to his fiance, Hailey Baldwin. Basically popped the question to her on the 7th month, the 7th day. Said, I didn't even plan this, but it's a perfect, like spiritual unity in 7. I was like, oh, God. What do you guys think? Is this going to last? He's like, forever. We're going to be like this forever. I'm so glad my younger siblings are going to be able to see another example of a stable Christian marriage.
Listen, 24, you're going to discover.
It's the same manager that manages him and Ariana Grande, and Ariana Grande know how that engagement came about in a week. And so I'm thinking he's getting relationship advice from the manager. But the song in my head right now, sorry, indulge me. He's not a baby, no more.
No, you did not.
You want to switch up?
I'm sorry,
Oh God.
I let it out.
Okay, I'm glad you let that out. On that note, we are done, people. We are done. And Mike from Akoka just says, can't these Hollywood people cast Idris Elba as the Black 007 already? It's not going to happen. The United Kingdom will not let it. Let's move on.
I don't want.
But yes, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for coming in to chat with us this morning, Myst. We appreciate having you.
Thank you,
for
Myst.
having me, guys. This was fun.
We're dragging her back in on Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just really have to say it on the air. So it's not be as if, if you don't hear, now say, Folu, what did you do? It's not me. You say my bad belly or somebody. But yeah, Val and I are still here because the final hour of Smooth Breakfast is for you, Lagos, to get talking. We're going to be looking at one of the national stories and delving into it in more detail. Good morning, but keep listening to Smooth Breakfast.